Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 27th of March, 2023. A great streaming day and a return to form with a full day of gameplay streaming after a weekend that was very much broken up with a mix of React content and very little gaming. Today, we were able to jump right back into the mix with the Chill Level 1 podcast, discussing only really one news story and a few things. We're starting now to move on from all this, March stuff and start focusing in on new events that are going to be coming up, like my birthday event, which is going to be on April 7th, Friday, April 7th, so a week from this coming Friday. We started talking about what exactly we'd be doing during the birthday. We're actually planning out more and more. Every time we talk about it, it gets a little bit more interesting. So let's keep talking that discussion. And also trying to figure out what my next long-form react will be now that the Wings of Redemption second documentary is in the books. It's cool to be able to talk about the next one. Seems like a lot of people are against it being a drama one, but we have to figure out what it's going to be then. All right, so we'll talk about this soon. Then, on the first stream today, it was Resident Evil 4 Remake continuing. And great progress, although we did go up against some of the more rage-inducing parts of this game. I mean, the classic, infamous cabin gauntlet survival portion, where it's Leon and Lewis teaming up against hordes and hordes and hordes of these villagers coming after you. And in this case, they redid it. It's totally different from the original game. The cabin looks different. The whole, you got to board this up and that. It's actually more of a puzzle this time around. Because I remember in the original, it was more about kind of running around and keeping distance between you and the enemies and just grabbing the infinite ammo that Lewis would toss you. In this one, it's more about just killing enough enemies to get the wood and then completely boarding off all the windows on the bottom floor and then heading up to the top, and then the enemies start coming from the top floor and then kicking the ladder down, and then tougher enemies come and just basically toughing it out. Pretty challenging. It took me about a half an hour to figure it out and do it, and I was raging the whole time because keep in mind I'm playing this game on hardcore mode. Then we had the big boss fight against the village leader, and by the end of the stream we basically reached Salazar Castle, and then we ran out of time. So how cool is it? Just think about this. We are 10 hours in to Resident Evil 4 Remake, and we just reached Salazar Castle, right? This is going to be a heck of a lengthy playthrough, but right now, I'm loving it. Even though the game's kicking my butt, it actually feels like a big accomplishment when you beat this stuff. Like, yeah, it took me a half an hour to beat the cabin, but once I did, I was like, yes, now we can move on to the next and on to the next, and it's fun. So I'm really having a good time with it. Thanks to everyone who attended and supported the stream. And for those of you who are continuously watching the playthrough on demand on YouTube, thank you as well. The views are great. Everything's pretty good. Remember, like those videos and leave comments if you're liking the playthrough. If you want to do something above and beyond, like maybe a super thanks or a tip, that would be great. That is the real hot playthrough right now, right? And it will be the game that I alternate, as the mainstream. And even on days when I can't, like for example, we've got Ask the King coming up on Friday, which is my Q&A show, and then we got DSP versus the Internet, my weekly clip show on Saturday. I'm still playing Resident Evil 4 on the late streams both of those days, so we have gameplay in it. I don't want to leave it on hiatus for an extended period because it is such a hot game, and I know you guys want to see it, okay? So great stream earlier today, and then the late stream tonight was very much a very laid-back and chill stream of Like a Dragon Ishin. We only had about 200 attendees, and it was chill. The people who were there liked it. We had a good time, good conversation. Was it a moneymaker? No, it wasn't. But it was still a great stream. And that's what I mean, because I'm playing a game like Resident Evil 4, or because I toughed through a game like Wolong, I'm now able to play late night chill streams that don't necessarily have to be that profitable. It's not a big deal if they're not. I can just enjoy a relaxing time. And all we did tonight was side content, because I'm in chapter 10 of 14, and I was told once you complete chapter 10 in the game, there's no more side content. Like, it's all major story. So I'm like, well, now's the time. Let's finish the trainings for each weapon type. Let's finish the side quest that we've been doing all along. So we spent a whole 2 hours doing a lot of fun stuff. And it was a good time. I had a good time. And I'm thinking maybe we'll do the same thing on Wednesday night as well. That way we're kind of wrapping all the side stuff up and we can just focus in on the story conclusion after we get past that. So it was good. Thanks to anyone who was there. And if you are continuously watching that playthrough, thank you for that. And again, if you could engage with those videos by leaving comments and liking them if you enjoyed them, I would really appreciate that. Now, tomorrow, Tuesday, we're not doing Resident Evil 4. We're swinging back to Metroid Prime Remastered. Now, admittedly, this game is not getting much attention. I mean, there's only, let me put it this way. I played it for 6 hours. There was only one video in the 6 videos I put out of Metroid Prime that has 1,000 views. No one cares about this game. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm very, very, very happy I did not listen to the vocal minority who were screaming for this game when it was shadow dropped by Nintendo just under a month ago. There were people screaming, stop playing Hogwarts, stop playing this, just play this right now, it's new. I keep telling you guys this, that these Nintendo games don't really get traction on my channel. They just don't. People go elsewhere to watch people play these Nintendo games. And not to say that I'm sad that I'm playing it. I like it. I'm really enjoying Metroid Prime Remastered. It's much better than my first run. The graphics are better, and the controls are so much better using the Nintendo Pro Pad than they were using those crappy Wii motion controls back the first time. But, yeah, it's not getting a lot of attention. So, if you could come by tomorrow, chill with me, Metroid Prime, have a good time, and I hope people would engage and support the stream. I would really appreciate that. The late stream tomorrow will be the return of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. And then, yes, Resident Evil will resume on Wednesday. All right, guys? Thank you so very much for a great return to gaming streaming today. I had a great time. Thanks very much. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.